Good morning, everyone. Today we are removing and installing a right front axle on this 2015 Volvo XC60 two-wheel drive. I had a few questions from you guys, so I decided to make a quick movie, and it should be straightforward. Let's go. First thing, we gotta get this wheel out. So, dang, I don't like to use a hammer, so I use a pry bar on the back of the wheel and the control arm. Let's get the caliper. I take the whole caliper with bracket and also the outer tie rod. Disconnect the brake hose out of the knuckle or strut, and I just disconnect the harness on the ABS sensor. I don't disconnect the sensor because half of the time up here, the connector will break. Sorry there, folks. Oh man, this is pretty big. Massive performance. Superpower. Oh man. Okay, see, I've got a little piece of foam in here. It holds the pads in for me. You don't want to leave this caliper hanging, so I am going to use a wire. I don't like leaving the caliper hanging on the hose of the axle bolt. It's not too tight, so my little impact gun should take care of it. If you not used to do it, mark the bolt in relation to the hub, so when you put it back together, it'll be alright. Get a brass punch, and we just want to break the rust in between the axle and the hub. That's all you need to do, just push it back a little bit. Magic lube time. Spray a little bit of anything in there. It does make your life a little easier. And that's that. Let's get the pinch bolt out of the ball joint. I like to hang things out of my way, and you don't have to remove the brake rotor. He can stay in place, no problem. This also shouldn't be that tight in there. This car is pretty clean. This axle is actually vibrating, and it will make noise in hard turns. Now the fun part, we have to separate the ball joint from the knuckle. I like to use a chisel, pound it in there a little bit so we can break that rust off. We'll do a little bit of a Swedish massage with lube. It's better. Yeah, so I never purchased that Volvo pry bar. You guys probably know the one with the little hook on the side. I use an exhaust clamp. This one is a 4-inch. I have a couple of them. I have a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. They work on different cars. And I use my pry bar and, you know, just work at it. It will pop out eventually. Use the brass punch to finish the axle, and it should be pretty easy. Now we have two 13 mils nuts holding the axle bracket. I'll show you guys. I'll remove these out and the axle should just slide out. Now there's a question I get all the time. You know, this is a dry fit. There's no fluid in there because it has to be sealed, you know, in between the transmission seal and the transfer case. I mean, this is a two-wheel drive, so on the all-wheel drive, all they do is install a transfer case and a shorter axle. And now I'm actually purchased a used Volvo axle. I like to do that rather than getting a crapperoni axle. And, you know, they're beefier and they're better. I don't know why this one went bad, but it did. Now everything is reversal, so straightforward. Put everything back together. Don't go too crazy on these two nuts. I've seen guys breaking those studs. So I usually either do it by hand or with the
13.
Battery power ratchet.
Not long but deep. See here? 4-inch exhaust clamp. Leverage.
I'm gonna clean that axle a little bit, clean the hub, the splines, and we're gonna put some magic glue that helps the assembly a little bit. This could be tricky. I'm pushing the control arm down and I'm just going to align the axle spline to the hub. Just get it started. Like I said, it could be tricky, so take your time, patience. There you go. You want right in. And I'll try to align the ball joint, but you have to make sure your axle is all the way in, otherwise the ball joint will just keep popping out on you.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Take my special tool out.
I like to use a jack just to push the ball joint, just to seat it, you know, in the knuckle, and it doesn't take that much. ball joint bolt. This is not very tight. I do use some tread lock, the blue kind. I just like it. They do have it when you take it out, so I like to put it back in. The axle is not very tight in there again, like I said.
Take those off. That's 18.
If you like this video, please hit the like button, and have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
Hose back in here.
Bye.